boys, today I'm going to be telling you how to play the Englund Gambit. It starts with the moves, of course, d4 and then e5. Of course, white's going to take. You will play knight to c6, attacking the pawn. They play knight to f3, defending the pawn, and now you will play queen to e7. Now, before I get into the juicy parts with bishop to f4, I'm going to cover knight to f3. Firstly, you can just take. E5 most likely will get played here, and now you'll go bishop to b4, bishop to d2, boom, 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 you win a pawn. Of course, here, they could also play bishop to d3, defending the pawn. But now you can give them doubled isolated pawns, and it's a pretty good position for black. However, if they do play bishop to f4, now you can play queen to b4 check! Now, if white just plays knight to c3, you can take, then knight to d5, which forks the queen, and this. You'll just play queen to e4, and after boom, 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 you will take this, and it's kind of an equal position here. You are down a pawn and a rook for a bishop and soon to be a knight, which is equal. Usually better for the bishop and knight, actually. And now we have bishop to d2. You will, of course, take this pawn. And, if they play knight to c3, there's really no more tricks. You can play knight to b4, which threatens this. But, most people will probably just play knight to d4, defending it. But, if they allow you to take or just miss it and play something like rook b1, then you can force this. Or if they play something like queen to b1, then you can actually take, and then win the queen. Nice! However, if in this position they play bishop to c3, seemingly doing this, you will play bishop to b4 check, which smoothly pins the bishop to the queen. The two main moves here that white plays is this, and you will take with the knight, which also threatens this. This is still a threat. Everything's dead. But there is also queen to d2, blocking the pin and defending the bishop. Now you take, they take, defended by their knight, and you deliver checkmate in 8 moves. And that is it for the regular version of the Queen's Gambit. Now let's get on to this version of the Queen's Gambit with bishop to c5 on the second move. After the move bishop to c5, knight to f3 will most likely be played, defending this pawn. Now you will play d6, they take, and then seemingly you mouse slip knight to e7. They're like, stupid, and take, and now you bishop takes f2 check. Queen takes d1. Checkmate. Your opponent resigns. But make sure not to get hit with the nasty trap after e5 or e3 or e4. You're like, woo, I'm gonna take the bishop. Oh! And then this happens, and it's now an equal position. Don't do that. And that is it for this epic video on the Englund Gambit. Make sure to subscribe. Bye!